Hi guys, this is Kenya and welcome back to Kenya's Decor Corner. So today I'm excited because I'm going to be doing a Thanksgiving tag. So let me start off by saying Happy Thanksgiving everyone. I pray that you all have a happy and blessed and safe Thanksgiving, and I'm wishing you much love and many blessings. So I decided to go ahead and participate in this tag because one of them was created by Create with Cindy, and I will have her channel link listed in my description box down below, as well as the questions. And the other one is one that I saw by Home Decorating with Liz. Liz didn't create this one, but she did do it, and so I thought I'd go ahead and participate as well. And I'm just going to combine the two into one since they're both Thanksgiving tags. So let's get started. I have my laptop here, so I'm going to answer these questions. These questions are from Create with Cindy, and so her questions are: number one, name 3 things that you're thankful for. So that's really easy. First and foremost, I'm gonna say I'm thankful for my family, for life itself, and for all the blessings that the Lord has blessed upon me and my family. We're just so thankful for so many reasons, but health and strength and peace of mind, just so many things to be thankful for. Number 2 is, what is your favorite part of Thanksgiving? Well, I don't know about you guys, but for me, my most favorite part is all the good food, right? So all the eating and the good food. But you guys know that I've been on a weight loss journey, and so this year I'm going to be really selective about the items that I eat and not overindulge. So I'm only going to eat the things that I definitely like the most. If it's something that I just think is kind of okay, normally in the past I would eat that also, but this year I'm going to pass and skip the items that I just think are okay and only eat the items that I really, really enjoy. And I am going to have a little bit of everything, but just in moderation. So just a little bit. So yeah, that's the favorite part for me for Thanksgiving, is all the good food. Number 3, are you usually at home or someone else's for dinner? So in my family, my sister and I rotate. So this year my sister is hosting Thanksgiving at her house, so I was assigned to bring desserts. And so then when the next year we'll host Thanksgiving here at my house, which we did last year. So next year we'll host it here at my house, and then my sister will probably bring desserts. Usually that's her thing. She doesn't cook, so she brings dessert for everything. But yeah, so we alternate between the two of us, and all of our family comes to either my house or her house. So number 4 is, do you prefer to host dinner at your house or go to someone else's house? Well, I kind of prefer to do both. So I would have to say I like having it at my house when it's my turn, and then I enjoy having it at her house when it's her turn, because of course then I don't have to make sure everything is all in place, the house is all neat and together, and then all the cleanup afterwards. So that's nice. But then when it's my turn, I plan ahead, so I try to get everything lined up so that I can have everything nice and neat for my family when they show up. So so I guess if I had to choose one, I would say I like to have it at someone else's house because I don't have to deal with the cleanup. But of course I do like having it at my house as well. It's just to me a wonderful thing to see all the family together and everyone's just kind of enjoying each other's company. So it doesn't really matter at whose house it is. I just really enjoy us all getting together and fellowshipping with one another. Okay, so number 5 is, have you ever had Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant? And if not, would you? Well, my answer to that is yes, I have had Thanksgiving at a restaurant before. This was long before my husband and I were married. My mom and my sister and I and my son, my oldest son, we all went to dinner at this restaurant, and I'm probably going to mess up the name of it, but I think it's called Buca di Pepe. Anyway, it's an Italian restaurant, and they serve family-style meals. And so, so it's like kind of like a buffet, but you're sitting at your table, and if you order lasagna, let's just say, then when you run low on lasagna, then they'll bring out more, and you just share it amongst your family. So I really like family-style type restaurants, and so this was years ago. Ooh, I can't even remember how far back that was. Maybe it was like, I don't know, probably 10, maybe longer than that. Maybe it's been about 15 years ago that we did that, and it was a lot of fun also. But yeah, so we've had dinner at a restaurant for Thanksgiving once before. Number 6 is, what is the must-have food for your Thanksgiving menu? stuffing, which we don't do stuffing, we do cornbread dressing. Last year I made stuffing when we did our office potluck, and it was a hit. Like, everyone really loved it. But at home, if I make stuffing, everyone's looking at me like, what is that? Like, where's the cornbread dressing? So maybe next year when I host, I might do stuffing and cornbread dressing. But every year, without a doubt, we have cornbread dressing every year. Sometimes we have, well, we have a whole, there's like a set menu of what we have for Thanksgiving, and then we'll kind of add things in and out. But every year, without a doubt, regardless of what else we're having and who's hosting, there's always going to be cornbread dressing. And my mom makes the best cornbread dressing. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to have some. Okay, so number 7 is, have you ever had a food mishap on Thanksgiving? Yes, I have. I think it was like early on, right out of college, my first apartment. I had Thanksgiving over. I was having Thanksgiving at my house with my girlfriends and everyone, and I ruined the dinner, and we ended up having to order pizza out instead. Again, it was all about the fellowship with your friends and family members, so it was, you know, fine either way. But yeah, I kind of ruined Thanksgiving dinner, but it was still a good year anyway. Okay, so number 8 is your best Thanksgiving memory. Oh, well, you know, that's a kind of hard one. Every year is a great memory. We try to make memories. But if I think back to my childhood, I remember just during the holiday time at my grandmother's house, like, she would cook and the whole house would have the aroma of like all this goodness. And so my grandmother used to make things from scratch. So she'd make like homemade biscuits. She'd make her cornbread with, like, you know, like when I make cornbread, I use a Jiffy box or the Martha White patch. My grandmother would make cornbread from scratch, like with cornmeal and whatever else you need to make cornbread. So, so I guess for me, my best Thanksgiving memory is just growing up and just smelling all the wonderful food being cooked and knowing that it's been cooked with love. And it just really made me feel like I was loved when we had Thanksgiving dinner. My grandmother would be cooking everything. And so yeah, and then after that, we'd all get dressed up in our little outfits and then go over to my aunt's house, or we'd actually go to my grandmother's house. But when my grandmother got older and became a little bit sick, then we would go to my aunt's house. So yeah, just fun memories growing up during the holiday season. Now number 9 is, will you go out on Thanksgiving? I don't know what they mean by go out. If they're meaning like out on the town or something, then no, I won't be doing that. I don't know what they mean by going out. So we'll be going to my sister's house for Thanksgiving, and then after that we'll be coming back home, and then we'll put up our family Christmas tree together. So for me, ever since I've lived out of college into my own apartment and then my own home, I've always put my Christmas tree up on Thanksgiving evening. Like after everyone's had dinner, then we pull out the tree and decorate the tree together. Now I do know that, I remember in college one year, my girlfriends and I, we went out like to the club or whatever after Thanksgiving, and it felt so weird to me to not be like at home with my family. So no, I don't go out. For me, this is a time to spend with the family and your loved ones and just kind of connect and everything. So no, we won't be going out. We'll be inside. When we get home, we're gonna be decorating my tree upstairs. I've been decorating all of my trees. You can see one in the background here. I have the majority of my trees up already, except the one in our family room, which we will be putting together on Thanksgiving evening. And since we're hosting, my sister's hosting this year, I'm pretty sure she'll probably want me to help put up her tree too. And if so, I'll be sure to bring you guys along on that. Alrighty, and then, okay, and number 10 for Cindy's tag is we're supposed to tag 3 people. So I'm gonna say I'll go ahead and tag, I'm not sure. What I'll do is I'll move on to the next set of questions, and then maybe I'll tag someone at the end. But guys, this is an open tag, so feel free to join in. If you are watching and you want to participate, then hey, go ahead. It won't hurt anything. And so now I'm gonna go over here and pull up the other video that I saw that Home Decorating with Liz did, the tag that she did, and it was called the Thanksgiving This or That tag. And so let me see those questions. And I thought these were fun also, so that's why I decided to go ahead and combine them both. Each of them had about 10 questions, so it's not going to be too long, I don't think. Well, we're already 12 minutes in, so we'll see. Okay, so this set of questions, Liz says she saw it on YouTube somewhere. She saw it from another YouTuber channel, which I can't remember the name of that person, but at any rate, it's just kind of floating around, so feel free to join in. Now this one is, number one to this question is stuffing in the bird or out. So let me tell you guys, we don't put stuffing in our bird. We don't do stuffing. I just mentioned we do cornbread dressing. Now, growing up, my grandmother and my aunt, they used to put the cornbread dressing in the turkey, and then have the turkey like surrounded by dressing also. We call it dressing, not stuffing. So it would be a pan of dressing with the turkey in the center, and there would be some in there. Now, fast forward to now, my sister and I doing Thanksgiving dinner. What I like to do is stuff my turkey with boudin. And so if you guys are from the South, you know what boudin is. It's like a sausage with rice and ground beef and whatever, and seasonings encased like a sausage. And so I just open the casing and then stuff my turkey with boudin. Oh my goodness, it makes it so good. It's so moist. And all of the, if you've ever had boudin, you know that it's really flavorful. And so all the flavor is like infused into your turkey. So it's delicious. That's how we like to do our turkey. This year, my sister didn't want to do turkey, so we won't be having turkey this year. It's her house, so it's her menu. So, hey, I'm just bringing the desserts. So, number 2 is pumpkin pie or sweet potato. I don't really care for pumpkin, so sweet potato, but I'm not that much of a fan of sweet potato pie either, honestly, guys. Growing up, like I said, my grandmother made, she would make like 8 sweet potato pies, and she'd bake cakes and everything. She would do peach cobbler, which, oh my goodness, I would love to have some peach cobbler. It's hard to find a really good one these days, but anyway, so I ate sweet potato pie as a kid, like a little bit, probably too much, and that's why I don't really care for it that much today. You know, of course, I'll have like a small little piece just to have some, but I'm not that big of a fan, and I don't like pumpkin pie at all. Now, number 3 is turkey or ham. Ham. I love ham. I love, like, after Thanksgiving, the next day and the next day and the next day, you can have like ham sandwiches. I love ham. Turkey is good also, but ham is my favorite. White gravy or brown gravy? Brown gravy. Brown gravy. The only time we eat white gravy is on like chicken fried steak. Otherwise, it's brown gravy. Collard greens or green beans? Collard greens. We are from the South. Y'all already know we do collard greens. And actually, my mom this year I think is doing mixed greens. So it's like collards, mustard, and turnip greens all cooked together. Delicious. But I like any kind of greens. I like them separately, or I like all 3 mixed together. Either way, it's still good. I like it. I grew up on collard greens. Yes. Number 6. Your house or your family member's house for dinner. So we talked about that in the other question. So this year my family member, next year mine. Number 7, movies or football. So y'all already know I've been watching Christmas movies since August, and then when they started showing the fall movies, I was watching fall movies on Hallmark Channel. So it's movies, movies, movies for me. We've already watched Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. We watched Charlie Brown Halloween first, then we watched Charlie Brown Thanksgiving already, and we'll probably watch it again tonight. But movies for me for sure. Also for my sister, but of course my husband will be somewhere in the other room watching football. So all the guys, like usually at my house, they gravitate upstairs, and all the guys are up there watching football, and all the ladies are downstairs, like in the kitchen and the family room area, kind of talking and watching movies. Okay, number 8, macaroni or stuffing. So I mentioned we don't do stuffing, we do dressing, cornbread dressing. So, and my mom makes really good macaroni and cheese, and she showed me how to make it. So now I make probably the best. No, I make really good macaroni and cheese also. And so, I guess I would have to say dressing. But since dressing wasn't an option, and the question is macaroni or stuffing, then I have to go with macaroni. Because, you know, I like stuffing, but I like cornbread dressing better. So, macaroni out of those 2. Then it says cornbread or dinner rolls. Now this probably sounds a little bit crazy because we do cornbread dressing, but we also do cornbread. Now, my sister at her house, she's doing dinner rolls. And I think last year when I did dinner rolls also. Just because, you know, you want to kind of switch it up a bit. But growing up, we had cornbread dressing and then you had a side of cornbread. So, but nowadays we do dinner rolls. So, number 10, nap or walk it off. And I'm trying to see, did I miss anything? No, I think I have everything there. So number 10, nap or walk it off. So I'm not going to walk anywhere because by the time we're done with dinner, it's like dark outside. Now that they're doing Black Friday on Thursday night, which is craziness to me, then last year I said that we would go to Black Friday after we had dinner, but we didn't. It's like, just doesn't feel right. So, and I'm always putting up my Christmas tree. So I'm not napping and I'm not resting either. I'm putting up my Christmas tree. So I'm napping or walking it off. So I guess I'm kind of walking it off because I'll be moving all around, putting up the tree. Like, that's a workout, right? And so, yeah, I'll be working it off basically. And then number 11, Black Friday shopping or resting. So we are going to do Black Friday shopping. We will do it on Friday, not Thursday night. And so yeah, Black Friday. You guys already know I've been saving up all year long for Black Friday and for after Christmas shopping. So I'm not going to probably go too crazy for Black Friday because I really am more interested in doing some after Christmas shopping. To me, I think that's when you get the better deals, the best deals, as opposed to Black Friday. It's like Black Friday used to be really good to me, and nowadays I think it's just kind of okay. Like, sometimes you can get a deal. Sometimes I feel like they kind of jack the price up so they could give you a discount. I don't know. But anyway, okay, so that is those 11 questions. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If so, give me a thumbs up. Leave me comments down below to let me know if you guys like these type of videos. Do you want to know more about me? You know, that kind of thing. If you ever have any questions for me, feel free to ask below. I try to always answer, especially if I see a question. But I try to just at least say, give you a heart that I noticed your comment, because I read every single one. And also, I try to comment back, even if I'm just saying thank you so much for watching, because I want you guys to know how much I really do appreciate you. And yeah, so I'm gonna say, as far as tagging someone, I'm gonna tag anyone who likes to be participating, because I know it's a busy time of the year, and so I don't want anyone to feel like they're on the spot and have to participate. So feel free at your leisure. If you would like to answer these questions, then go right ahead. Alrighty guys, I will see all of you on the next video. Much love and many blessings. Bye bye.